Should we tell them the story of what happened on our birthday? Should we tell them that now, or will that bum it? I don't know how to tell this story because I think it's really terrible.
I know,
and it's not funny.
Not funny, it's awful.
But I feel like I have to tell people.
Because it was an experience.
All right, let's tell people, and then we'll go right to break playing a funny song.
Let's do tell people, and then Kiva break, and then the next part of the show.
Yes, okay, that's what we'll do. Give me a song to throw to break to, because you got to get out of here. You can't go right into comedy right after this. Oh, I got the song, and then we'll play this, and then we'll play this.
Why is it being Jewish an insult to you, Nick?
Okay, I got it. All right, so this is really horrifying. I feel like I just want to share this with people. I don't know why. It's not entertaining. It's not funny. It's nothing, but it happened to us. It was really horrifying, and I wanted to explain. It was our birthday, my birthday.
Our birthday.
It was our birthday the other day. It was my birthday. And this is all real, by the way. There's no joke coming up, no punchline. This isn't a wacky bit. It's my birthday. We were on the highway. We're going somewhere far because we have to go to dinner. And it was daytime. And you know what? So I say this to Jules all the time. When I got my car insurance switched over from Chicago, Illinois to here, and it was more expensive. And I said to the woman on the phone, I go, more expensive? I thought my rate was going to lower to $20 a month. It was more expensive. I go, why? She goes, well, there are more accidents reported and more insurance claimed reported where you live than in Chicago. I go, how? In Chicago, there are people darting out. The streets are narrow. It's so hard to drive, so stressful. How could it be worse? And we've been seeing, what's been going on here, and it really doesn't make any sense. The roads are wide open. It couldn't be easier to drive around here.
It's the desert, for God's sake.
It's the desert. The roads are straight, wide open. There's barely any other cars. The one thing I love about here is there's no traffic. You won't believe how much traffic ruins your life. You know, coming from Chicago, going out to run an errand would take you 3 hours to go to Target. Here, you could run errands all day. There's no traffic. It's delightful. Driving without traffic actually rules. It's very fun and nice. So I would say, there shouldn't be any accidents here. The highways are twice as wide. There's no traffic. It's super easy. The only thing I could think of is maybe everybody's so white trash, they're drinking and driving. And
someone in the chat just said, because it's all drunks in the desert crashing.
There you go. And everybody's got a pickup truck with 37-inch tires and a lift kit. And while that's cool, I don't think it's good for turns. And I'll tell you this, and this is the worst thing that I've ever experienced in my life. I thought,
same.
So here's the story. We're on the highway going 75 miles an hour, and we take the exit ramp. And the exit ramp, I remember this clearly. It said, slow down to 50. And usually I don't even listen to this, but for some reason I noticed that it said slow down to 50 for the exit ramp. And it was no different than any exit ramp you've ever taken in your life. A slight, easy curb. There's a pickup truck, again, in front of us, lift kit, 37-inch tires, white truck, and it's right in front of us. And I'm right behind it. And we're taking the exit. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the car, I don't know what happened, just fucking starts flipping and flips 8 or 9 times. I'm not kidding. Boom, 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 over the side. And I'm the first one behind it. And my first instinct, I throw off the road. I can't wait to use 4-wheel drive. I throw off the road. I roll down the windows in a panic and then saw the goriest sight in my life. The car was flipped. The man was thrown from the windshield out onto the ground, crawling, and an entire family of people were moaning,
like screaming,
in death. The most horrifying sounds of death I have ever heard. Now, we pulled over, and then all these other people started pulling over and coming out. I saw just a glimpse of it and heard the screams and made an educated decision that I can't have this trauma in my life. And I rolled up the window and I said, Jules, we have to leave.
Well, we called
911 first. We had them sent. Everybody else got out of their car to help them. I could not turn my
there was
light.
enough people helping them already. If it was just us there, of course, we would have gone over.
It was 4 people, a whole family of probably dead.
I searched all over the internet after, and I couldn't find anything saying that anybody died.
But they don't report. They don't just report every car accident. People get in a car accident every minute. They're not reporting every car accident and every death. And they could die in the hospital. The screams
can't
were
stop
like
thinking about it.
a scene from hell.
Yes.
And I finally got that sociopath test that I've been dying to hear. It turns out I'm not a sociopath. I was so busted up over this. The minute I pulled over, I was screaming, and I was the first witness. I watched it right in front. I mean, it could have been us. And I was just screaming, no, 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 please, 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 please. But I don't know these people.
Called 911, and I was like, couldn't even speak.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
we were
tripping
so
over my
sick
words
to our stomachs, and I've never seen anything like that so close. And it really is a disturbing, disgusting thing. We'll be right back with Tim Dillon's Airbnb. No, I'm just kidding. I just thought people should know.
Your birthday was ruined.
This was the start of my birthday.
And the day that we were supposed to have our amazing birthday
So listen
day,
to this.
We spent the whole day thinking about
This
screams.
was the start of my birthday. We watched this horrific car accident where 4 people probably died. And then we went right to our reservation and had to eat. And we're both like this.
And we were like, couldn't even eat because we were sick.
It was terrible.
Was definitely, I don't know about you. You're
it was
the
worst
boarding
birthday.
school guy.
So
but
yeah,
that was
somebody
like the
said it could have been a tire blowout. I don't know what happened here because again, it's the easiest road ever, and there's nothing like. He was just going around the turn. He wasn't even speeding that much. He was probably going 10 over what the ramp said to do. He was probably doing 65 off the ramp, and the ramp said 50.
And then there was a little bit of a dip, so
and
maybe
then all of a sudden he's just turning, and then the car just started flip like crazy, like Tenet. And I'll tell you this, like it changed everything. I mean, it really changed everything about how I see cars. This is not a game out there, and I think people take it way too easy when they're just driving. They're thinking everything, you can just do whatever you want. We're in a car. You can do whatever you want. But then you look at the stats and like one person is going through this every minute. And I thought it's like they started out their day. They wanted to have a fun day. They thought they were going to have a fun day. Their life is ruined, if not over.
Yeah.
Because they took a turn just a little too fast. So,
and I was Googling trying to find out if they were okay and if anything happened and if it made the news at all. And then there was like so many other accidents that happened on the same day.
On the same
it
day.
Happens like
so you
to,
couldn't even
like
find
10 people a day on the highway.
And so you're wondering this. And then I think everyone is drinking and driving out here. Laughing it up, drinking and driving, and then they just terminate. Absolutely disgusting, horrifying, life-changing.
I had nightmares about it all night.
And when you see it, and I'm so glad that I elected to, because I knew what was happening.
I was about to run over, and
she
Mike
was about to run out, and I go,
go.
You want to run out and see a guy with his head cut off, maybe? You want to run out and witness a woman with maybe all her guts are spilled out? This is the true horror of a car crash. That's what you're going to see. That's what those people running out are going to see. And do you really need that? Do you want that in your lifetime, in your life forever? That's all you're going to remember.
The rest of the day, I felt so horrible that we left, but there's nothing we could have done, right? And there was tons of people there already. And even just, like
I
you
know,
said,
she felt bad and enough. Like, she keeps explaining it as if she's like, I felt so guilty that we didn't. What? I'm not pull the fucking the door off and save them? I'm not equipped for that. And I'm not going to destroy my own. Listen, if we were all alone, I would have stayed. But certainly there was like 10 people running out. I'm not going to start running out and then playing with his guts. That's insane. And that would definitely make the dinner completely inedible.
I mean, it was already ruined for sure.
But then we went on and by dinner time, still eating Wagyu medium rare. Very delicious.
Oh, it was horrible.
No, that was horrible. So I want to tell people, please be careful on the road, because now when I drive, I really am scared. Every SUV that I've seen since and every truck I've seen since seems like a death mobile now. And the highway alone seems like the death road. And that's now the new implanted thing that's in my head. And I had never looked at it like that. So I wanted to share that with people and say, slow down.
And the day before, I was like reading some Reddit thread where it was like, what's the worst thing that you've ever seen that
and people
ruined
say
your life? And every comment was like, oh, I saw a car accident where this guy's guts were all over the place. And I was just thinking about how horrible that would be. And then the next day it happened. And even just their screams, like
the screams were
like, I've never
unforgettable.
Heard anything like that
and you've never
life.
heard that because in movies they can't replicate the screams of real horror. They can't because you don't know when people are in real pain or dying and stuff. They're screaming ridiculously because they're in such a panic. So it's not like in a movie. It's not a movie scream. It's horrific. And the fact that there's people who see this every day, cops and firefighters and ambulance people, I don't know how they do it. Because immediately my first instinct was save them. But then when I heard the screams, roll the windows up. Because I knew those screams would have ruined me. And they did. Like, I cannot get them out of my head. The screams of a whole family dying at once.
I mean, if a whole family died, it would have been on the news, right? I think that they were hopefully lived at least.
I mean, it's close enough.
But yeah, and then even on
they're
the
definitely still all in the
back,
hospital.
Now every person that like shoots
past
so
then
you
we're
on the
driving
highway,
back
like,
and people are going 100 miles an hour in these trucks with the lift kits. And you're going, obviously, you know, the lift kit is a bad idea for speeding. You're going to flip. It's not built like that.
Ugh, I'm like getting sick.
So now I'm not getting the bigger tires on the car. Now I'm not getting the bigger tires on the car. And it really makes you, because it's like, and the stats are right there. You know what I mean? It's not like this happens once in a blue moon. This happens like every minute, they say. And that's what's happening. You know, when you think of a car crash, you think of poof, my neck, ha, ha, ha. But you don't really think of like the absolute terror of sliced open everything and it's spilling out, and the sheer terror of everything's good. It's a bright, sunny day. We're blasting the music. We're all laughing. And then boom, Hellraiser. So don't drink and drive. Or, I mean, do it, but just don't do it in front of me because, whew,